Hello everyone, it's your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting video. And in this video, I'm going to be playing some AI Dungeon 2. Some AI Dungeon 2. So today is December 21st, 2020, and there's been a joke going around that black people are going to get superpowers due to Jupiter and Saturn aligning. So I've created a scenario on the AI Dungeon 2 website based on all the crazy things that people have been saying about December 21st. Some people have been saying that, oh, the world's going to end. Other people are saying, oh, the world's going to split in half, and there's going to be a fifth dimensional copy of the Earth called Earth 5D that's like a utopia. People are saying that black people are going to get superpowers. People are saying that Trump is going to like initiate like martial law or whatever so that he doesn't have to like leave the office. And of course, you have stuff like COVID-19 and wildfires going around. So it's just a combination of all the crazy stuff going on in the world today, and like rumors about like December 21st, all being mashed together into a like, what if all of that was real kind of thing. So let's jump into the adventure. My goal, I guess, will be to become a superhero. That's what I'll do. I'll try to become a superhero in 30 minutes or less, which means like learning how to like control my powers, coming up with the superhero identity, and actually using my powers to help people. So I'm going to start the timer now so that I don't forget to start the timer later. The recording has started, so I know that the recording is going. So let's jump into the scenario. So I can be black, I can choose not to be black, I can be an alien, I can be an Rh negative super hybrid, or I could move to Akon City. I'm going to move to Akon City. Okay, so my name is going to be Jet Black. Let's see, and I am black. In case you guys don't know what Akon City is, well, I think the prompt actually explains what Akon City is. You are named Jet Black. You are black. You have just moved to Akon City. Akon City is a futuristic city in Africa inspired by the fictional city of Wakanda. By the way, this is like a real thing, except it hasn't been finished yet. Akon's working on it. So Akon, the musical artist, supposedly is trying to make a futuristic city based on Wakanda in Africa. Anyways, Akon City is home to some of the most powerful black superheroes and black supervillains in the world. You're trying to make a name for yourself in Akon City. The rest of what it's about to say, by the way, was generated by the AI. The year is 2047, and you have finally settled into your new home in the futuristic city of Akon City. You live in a high-rise apartment building in the wealthy side of Akon City. Okay, ballin'. Doop, doop, doop. You decide that today you are going to finally make a name for yourself in Akon City by becoming the world's greatest superhero. Do. It's kind of crazy that it decided to time skip us to 2047. So I'm curious how different the world's going to be, considering that the world info. Wait, hold up. You are 21 years old. I'm 21 years old. I'm 21 in the year 2047. My brain immediately was like, hold on, so when was I born then? So that means I was born in the year like 2026? Huh. Yeah, if all black people got superpowers, would their kids have superpowers? Like, do I have superpowers? If I'm born so long after the event? You are 21 years old and currently a sophomore studying at Akon State University. You have been busy making plans to become the world's greatest superhero, but you have not been focusing on your studies, which is why you are in danger of being expelled. You currently have a 2. A 2? A 2? Oh my gosh. That's a big F. That's 2 points from a 0. Okay, how am I gonna... I guess I should also try and get my grades back up. Or maybe if I become a superhero... Okay, hold up. You decide to drop out of school so that you can focus on becoming a professional hero for hire. Yeah, if I have a 2, then clearly I haven't been focusing on school enough. I haven't been making school a priority. And if I'm not going to make school a priority, then I might as well just, drop out. You decide that you want to focus on trying to achieve your goal of becoming the world's greatest hero, so you drop out of college. Your parents are obviously disappointed, but they realize how important this is to you, so they support your decision. Okay, if they support my decision of becoming the world's greatest superhero, I imagine that I do have superpowers. So I like how the game said you dropped out of college, you gain no points. Okay, so I'm going to visit the mayor of Akon City and ask what I would need to do in order to become the #1 superhero of Akon City. I wonder who the mayor of Akon City is. I wonder if it's going to be Akon in the year 2047. You walk up to the mayor of the city. Mayor Zindesh, you say. I wish to apply for the vacancy in the city's hero team. Oh yes, Mayor Zindesh says, looking up from his desk. Nice. Okay. I would like to become the new leader of the Akon City superhero team. My goal is to become the world's greatest superhero. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do. I'm sorry, but we've already decided who will be taking that position, Mayor Zindesh says. Who did you decide to put in charge, you ask? My son, Sylvia Zindesh. I'm going to say, you can't appoint your son as the leader of Akon City's superhero team. That is nepotism. Those in power can't use their power to appoint their family to high positions, as that is a showing of favoritism. You should appoint me to be the leader instead. Okay, let's see if that convinces him. Do 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 do. Let's see. No, I'm sorry, but my son has more experience than you do, Mayor Zindesh says, shaking his head. I can prove that I am better than your son. I challenge your son to a duel. We'll battle one another using our powers. The winner will be declared the new leader of the Akon City superhero team. Okay, I got an idea. Like, hopefully that works. Yep. So I decided to opt out of the story summary prompts for this adventure. I'm sorry, but my son isn't here right now, Mayor Zindesh says. When do you expect him to return? I'm not sure. He does his own thing and comes and goes as he pleases. Hold on a second. That doesn't really seem to be like, the best hero material. Your son is unreliable. You never know when your son's going to be around. I should be the leader of the Akon City superhero team because you can always depend on me to be where I'm needed to help save the day. Okay, so let's see if that will help get me the spot. You do have a point there. Very well. I'll allow you to compete against my son for the position of leader of the superhero team. You have a day in mind for this competition? Yes, today. That seems a bit rushed. The longer we wait for the duel, the longer the Akon City superhero team goes without a leader. The longer the Akon City superhero team goes without a leader, the longer Akon City is left unprotected against supervillains. Let's see. Tequila. Alright then, we'll do it today. I trust you'll be able to tell everyone about the change in leadership? Of course. Well then, let's get this competition started. Okay. Let's see. You head to the Akon City Arena in preparation for your battle against, what's his name? It's like Sylvia Zindish for the title of the leader of the Akon City superhero team. You make your way to the arena, which is being called upon as the site of your battle against Sylvia. The Zoldar mage awaits you at the arena. Hello, future leader of the superhero team, he says, sticking out his hand. Okay. You shake the hand of the Zoldar mage and ask him if he will be the referee for your fight against Sylvia. I guess I will, the Zoldar mage says. So are you ready to do this? I'm ready, you say. Okay then, let the battle begin, he shouts, thrusting his arm into the air. Okay, awesome. You begin to hop around on your feet. You want to make sure that you're not an easy target and that you are able to leap out of the way of an attack at a moment's notice. You want to see, you want to take a moment to analyze Sylvia in order to understand his powers and how they work. Sylvia leaps into the air and fires a beam of frost at you. You leap to the side to avoid it, and then roll on the ground before jumping up again. You take a fighting stance as Sylvia descends upon you. Your move, human, Sylvia says. Okay. You take note of the fact that Sylvia can fly and fire beams of ice. You race over to the ice that was generated by Sylvia's beam attack and attempt to break off a piece that you can use as a dagger. You break off a chunk of ice, which quickly begins to melt in the stadium's heat. What are you going to do with that? Sylvia asked. It's too small and weak to hurt me. We'll see. Okay, cool. I got an idea. You attempt to throw the ice dagger like a shuriken at Sylvia's head. You then begin to race to Sylvia's side. You then begin to race to the side of Sylvia. You want to force Sylvia to fly high into the air to avoid both your dagger and your attack from the side. You are hoping that when he flies away to avoid your two-pronged attack, that he'll become exhausted due to how hot the stadium is and pass out from heat exhaustion. Okay. Weird plan. Let's see if this will work. Your throw is very bad, and you miss Sylvia by at least a foot. He watches you try to hit him with a smirk on his face. You waste no time in attempting to grab him as you planned. Okay? Let's see. You grab... Oh, yeah. I guess you should attempt to grab Sylvia and to headbutt him. You are hoping that Sylvia is unable to use his ice abilities at close range, and that Sylvia is unable to fly while carrying additional weight. You leap towards Sylvia and attempt to grab him. He grabs you in return and holds you out in front of him, using your own momentum against you. Sylvia spins around, twisting you in the air like a helicopter blade, and then throws you toward the ground. No! Okay, let's see. You attempt to quickly roll across the ground and spring back onto your feet. You try to remember what your powers are. You're a mutant, and there was stuff about the M fighters. You're an M2, or was it M6? With your head throbbing, you fail to remember what the deal is with all your numbers. Okay, so I have some kind of, like, mutant abilities. You decide that you should try something basic that you imagine most mutants would be capable of. You know that black people got their powers from the white Christmas star back in 2020, you decide to try and summon a mini white Christmas star in the palms of your hands to use as a projectile attack. You yell, Silent Night Strike. Suddenly you feel a weird pressure beginning to build up in your hands. You watch as a tiny little star begins to form and shine in your hand. You feel a tingling in your chest that quickly spreads out all over your body. Hey. Okay. This is my power. By harnessing the very energy that granted black people their abilities, I am able to enhance my abilities while also unleashing a devastating attack. All right. You get in position and attempt to detonate your mini white Christmas star in order to fire its energy as a massive beam attack at Sylvia. You yell, This is an interesting name. King's Calamity Supernova. Just as you're about to release your attack, Sylvia hits you with a blast of frost that instantly freezes you in place. He then flies behind you and grabs you by the head. He begins to twist and turn your head, easily snapping your neck like a cheap plastic doll's neck. You try to harness the power of your mini white Christmas star in order to regenerate, well, I guess in an attempt to increase your healing factor to superhuman levels. Yeah, because I mentioned that my white Christmas star helps to increase my powers. So maybe I can harness the power of the white Christmas star in order to heal. You managed to achieve this impossible feat, and even managed to free yourself from the grip of death. Unfortunately, you ultimately failed to stop your head from snapping in two. Aw, man. So my head, snaps in half, even though I've increased my healing factor. Actually, that doesn't seem too bad. You attempt to regenerate using your increased healing factor as you struggle to hold on. As you struggle to stay alive. That's what I should say. As your body falls to the floor and your vision starts to fade, you manage to regenerate most of your vital organs. Unfortunately, you have a broken neck, and as you fail to regenerate that, you are left a vegetable for the rest of your life, hooked up to a breathing machine. Hold on a second. And as you fail to regenerate that, you become a paralyzed vegetable. You struggle to breathe as your opponent laughs at your misery. And here's what I'm going to try and do. You decide that your body has failed you. In order to win this fight, you're going to need to ascend beyond your physical form. You attempt to focus all of your white Christmas star energy into your soul in order to escape your mortal body and to become a superpowered ghost. Doom, 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 doom. Dun, 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 dun. You just set yourself back hundreds of years, Sylvia laughs, as your body slumps to the ground and becomes motionless. Let's see. So now, you try to see if you've successfully left your body and become a superpowered ghost. Do 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 do. You just set yourself back hundreds of years is really interesting. Maybe he saw like the spark of my power die out. As you try to see your new incorporeal form, you instead find that your vision has been compromised. You can only see in a single color now, red. Everything else is just a shade of red for you. I hope you learned your lesson, Mutie. I mean, everything's red, but there are multiple shades of red. You try to focus your vision. Even though everything you see is red, you can tell things apart based on the shade of red. You haven't given up on your mission. You still want to defeat Sylvia in order to become the leader of the Akon City superhero team. The world looks painted in red, but you manage to make your way over to where you think Sylvia is. You attempt to tackle him as best you can, but instead you just go straight through his body. What the hell? Okay, no problem. You attempt to fire a beam of ectoplasm. Ooh, you attempt to fire a shockwave of ectoplasm around you. Your goal is to try and hit Sylvia with an area of effect attack that he can't possibly dodge by trying to fly away. You hope that Sylvia can't react fast enough to erect a shield using his ice abilities. Here we go. So hopefully my ectoplasm blast is going to take him down. You fire your ghostly shockwave, but once again goes straight through his body. Muty, I'm going to enjoy watching you die. You begin to get a sinking feeling in your stomach. You start to think that you failed your goal of defeating Sylvia. You realize that in your spirit form, you are phase shifted in such a way to where you can't touch physical objects. You attempt to solidify your ectoplasmic form in order to once again become tangible. While your intangible fist is still inside of Sylvia's chest. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Hey, check this out, Sylvia. You feel your body becoming solid again, and you pull your arm out of Sylvia's chest. Yes, I did it. You did nothing except make me angry, and now you will pay with your life, Muty. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. So what did you guys think? The story went in a really weird direction because we did like this big time skip to 2047. And I guess also because I set it in Akon City. If I had done one of the other scenarios, I think we would have seen more of like what the world is like in 2020. We didn't get to see any mention of like the Galactic Federation stuff or the Trump stuff or like the COVID stuff. But I do think those are like some of the big highlights of this world is the fact that it's taking so many of these crazy elements of our real world and throwing them together, and also throwing in all these like weird like myths and rumors about December 21st, 2020. I highly recommend that you guys play the scenario yourselves, and try it out, you know, see what happens. Let me know if you guys would like to see a sequel to this particular video, and also let me know if you have any safe for work scenario or prompt suggestions. If you have a link to a scenario you'd love me to play, definitely share that link in the comment section below or on the Discord, and make sure to give me a goal so I can try and speed run that prompt or scenario in 30 minutes or less. Thank you all for tuning in. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring the notification bell to be notified whenever we do these videos. Also, share this video with your friends. If you happen to have a friend who thinks of like really creative scenarios, I would love to like give it a shot. If it's like a safe for work, fun scenario that I can speedrun that has a goal. Anyways, thank you all once again. This is your friend, your boy, Jeff like the one only, logging out. Peace. Chicka